Meanwhile, a Georgia college student faces deportation. 19-year-old Ximena Arias Cristobal came to the U.S. when she was just 4 years old. She's undocumented. Fast forward to a mistaken arrest during a traffic stop in Dalton, Georgia. She is now in ICE detention. Speaking exclusively to CBS News immigration reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez.
I think the hardest part is being ripped away from each other.
You're saying your daughter loves the U.S.
Yes.
And she really does not know Mexico at all.
No.
All right, so let's talk to Camilo right now. Camilo, the teen's father is also in ICE custody. What can you tell us about what the family is saying?
Hi, Reed. Just to level set, Ximena came here to the U.S., as you noted, when she was 4 back in 2010 from Mexico. And like her parents, she is in the country without valid and legitimate immigration documents. They are here illegally, but they never had any brushes with the law until earlier this month when Ximena was stopped by local police in Dalton, Georgia, who suspected that she was making an improper turn. It turned out that the police stopped the wrong car, but Ximena was still driving without a license. She was charged for that traffic offense, Reed, and then she was booked into the local county jail, which has an agreement with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and that county transferred Ximena to ICE custody, and she's now in an immigration detention center alongside her dad, who was also arrested by ICE, also following a traffic stop in Georgia in April. So they are now held in this immigration detention center in Lumpkin, Georgia, and are facing deportation. And the family told us that Ximena is a good, studious, disciplined girl who has big dreams in the U.S., who obviously does not really know a lot about Mexico, a country she left when she was a young girl, and she would like to stay here in the U.S. She has never had any criminal charges or convictions, and they believe that President Trump should be making an exemption in these cases, but the Department of Homeland Security issued a statement, Reed, saying that the dad and the daughter in this case are here illegally, that the dismissal of the traffic charges don't change the facts in terms of the immigration case, and that these two individuals, quote, have to face consequences rather.
And I see in that statement it says the family can return to Mexico together. That's an entire family who's now looking at that as the very real possibility. As to any potential deportation, how soon could that happen, and what's the process that has to lead up before that can happen?
It's unclear. Ximena and her father still have to undergo an immigration court proceeding, and the ICE attorney has to prove to a judge at the Justice Department that they should be deported. Obviously, the attorneys on behalf of the family will be fighting against that deportation case that will be presented by the ICE attorney. In the meantime, she will remain detained. She, according to the attorneys, has a bond hearing scheduled for next week. The lawyers will try to argue that she should be released while the government seeks her deportation at the very least. In terms of the offer that the administration is making that individuals who are here illegally, undocumented, should be self-deporting, the problem in this case is that Ximena's two sisters, 12 and 9 years old, are American citizens because they were born here. And so the mother, who is here illegally, does not want to go back to Mexico because she wants the kids to be able to stay here in this country where they have U.S. citizenship, and she has no other caregiver to leave them with. And so that is the dilemma that this family finds itself in now. And it's a dilemma that many families are now facing in this country, Reed, as the Trump administration is dramatically expanding who is eligible to be arrested and deported by ICE.
Yeah, and I have limited time, but you know, when you boil all of these cases down, fundamentally these cases is the assertion that they are all a part of due process, that due process should apply so that they can go in. Is there any indication in this particular case that due process will be upset by anyone?
Well, according to the law and according to Justice Department and DHS regulations, this family still will need to undergo a court process where they will be able to plead their case, rather, Reed. So they should receive that due process before any deportation to Mexico. But it is a fact that they are here illegally, and the government has the legal authority to remove them.
Camilo Montoya-Galvez following all of these stories and that exclusive interview, giving an exclusive voice into one family story. Thank you so much.